Sidra is an antiviral that has an almost 100% success rate, including hepatitis and HIV. The problem is that it has a 75% mortality rate. Hiroshi also admits that the base has a store of smallpox. When the tests are ready, all the employees are tested. The negatives are allowed to return to their rooms while the positives are sent to level R. The final result shows almost a third of the base is infected. Meanwhile, Daniel and his men go to move Suleimani and Bryce, but when they open the door, Suleimani tackles Daniel to try to give him the goo. Another guard tases her, but the shock only pushes her off and she uses the chance to run away. While the guards go after her, Daniel finds Bryce dead. In level R, Julia notices Sarah slipping and dropping things. She forces her to take the test, which comes out negative. Daniel arrives to tell them about Suleimani and is overheard by an employee, who tells the other patients. Panic ensues and everyone tries to run away. As a crowd gathers in the corridor, Suleimani throws a guard against the wall and begins transferring the goo. Julia coughs as she remembers her own attack and Daniel loses his gun when the crowd pushes him. When Suleimani is about to attack Julia, Alan grabs Daniel's gun and shoots her in the head. Then Julia shows Alan that she coughed the goo, so she must stay on level R2. It's decided that level R will be sealed off and Alan wants to call in the army when the satellite is available. In her bedroom, Sarah notices her hand trembling again and takes some medicine. She removes her shirt, revealing a large scar on the spinal column. Outside, someone in an army uniform puts an explosive on the satellite dish. On level R, Julia checks her own test and it still shows negative. Then she checks other positive results and some of them are now negative. This means the test doesn't work, so she tries to call the others. However, the explosive destroys the satellite and internal communications aren't working. On day 4, the scientists on level R make a plan to override the air scrubber system. This will leave the main base with no oxygen in 6 hours, which would force someone to come down. Julia tries to convince them that this is a dangerous plan, but the group kicks her out and leaves her in the corridor. Suddenly a person in a suit appears in and makes a sign as if asking to follow them, but when Julia tries to do so, the person